All right. Hi, everybody. It's Mrs. Phelps, and this time I have my son, Jack, with me. Say hi, Jack.
Hi.
All right. Jack and I have some really fun experiments to share with you today related to color. So we are going to talk about adding colors and subtracting colors, and all of these are really fun activities that you probably already have all the supplies that you need for at home. So the first thing we're going to do, Jack, is we're going to grow a rainbow. Did you know that you could grow a rainbow?
No.
All right, well, let's do it. So we have just a piece of paper towel that I cut into a strip. And Jack, I need you to color the colors of the rainbow. Do you know what the colors of the rainbow are?
Yes.
What are they?
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple.
Right, and there's sometimes we sneak a little one in between blue and purple. It's called indigo. It's kind of a mixture between blue and purple.
Indigo and violet.
Very good. And how can we remember that? What's the mnemonic device? That means a way to help us remember a word or a pattern of words. Do you remember? It's like a name.
No.
Roy G. Biv. Roy G. Biv. It's not a real person, but that name can help us remember the colors of the rainbow. Okay, here's what I need you to do. On our piece of paper towel here, you're going to color just a little sample of each of the rainbow colors. And what I would like you to do is leave just maybe like an inch or half inch of white space at the bottom, okay? Let me show you where I want them to start, and then you can kind of keep going. So we'll do red, and again, I'm just gonna leave some space at the bottom like that, and just about the width of the marker is good if you wanna put a little extra, but we wanna get all of those colors across here. Can you do that for me, please?
Yep.
Okay, so we got red, so where are you going next?
Orange.
Orange, very good. All right, and they can touch, that's not a big deal. We just need to have that little bit of space, and I'll show you why in a second. Just like plants, our rainbow is going to grow with the help of some water. So show you what we're going to do once we get these colors on. And these are washable markers. You do have to use washable markers for this purpose. Good. Excellent job. These are nice fresh markers, so they are nice and bright, and they should give us a great rainbow. All right, what's coming next?
Blue.
Perfect. Very good. And it's cool if you don't go all the way to the end of your...
And purple.
Perfect. All right, you can fill the rest of it in with purple if you want, or you can leave some white space. That's fine too.
We'll make it fair.
Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and collect these out of the way. What we're gonna do is we are going to grow a rainbow by using some water. So I have two bowls here that are just kind of small. They're 1 cup bowls. And what I have is just maybe a tiny little bit of water in the bottom of that bowl. And we're going to let that water do the job here of actually moving these colors through our paper towel piece here. Now, water is going to be absorbed into the paper towel fibers, and it's not going to just stop there. It's actually going to continue to move. So even though we aren't going to actually get this entire piece of paper towel wet, the water will actually move, and not only will it move, it's going to pick up some of our marker particles, and it's going to move those right along. So we're going to stick this in here. Now, it's pretty fast that it happens, but we're going to let that grow. We're going to let our rainbow grow, and we'll check in on that in just a second. Okay, Jack?
I can already see it growing.
You can? Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can turn it here. There we go. All right, we'll keep that kind of in frame, and we'll see what happens with our rainbow, and we'll check in on it from time to time. So this is a really awesome way to see how water can move through a piece of fabric or piece of fiber. There are tiny little pieces that are woven together. That's what makes this fabric so good, or this fiber so good at cleaning up messes, right? We don't have any of those at our house though, right? All right, so this is gonna grow. We'll keep looking. We'll check back on that from time to time. It looks pretty awesome though already, doesn't it, Jack? Okay.
Starting almost up the top.
That's awesome. Let's see. Do you think it's gonna be able to get all the way to the other side? I have a cup here just in case.
I have seen some videos of them going to the other side, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's do some color mixing. Now, Mrs. Ellis has taught you a lot about art, right? Has she taught you about color mixing?
Yes.
Well, okay, so I heard you telling me about these colors. I have 3 colors right here. What colors do I have, Jack?
Blue, yellow, and red.
Blue, yellow, and red. Now, what do we call those colors?
The primary
The
colors.
primary colors. Very good. And they're primary because
They are the colors that makes up all the other colors.
Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do a really fun color mixing activity. I hope Mrs. Ellis will be proud of this one. And color is pretty cool, and it's not just art. Color is science too. And if you've ever explored a rainbow, you have seen color at work. Now, a rainbow is created not by mixing colors of paint, but by mixing colors of light. And all light is made up of different wavelengths. So we have white light that we normally see, right? Mm-hmm. And that white light can actually be separated out using a prism or water droplets. That's how we get a rainbow, and we can see all the different colors. Today though, we are going to make our colors by mixing paint. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow, and a little bit of red paint in this baggie. Now, we could totally do this without the baggie, but the cool thing about using the baggie is that it is mess-free. Mm-hmm. And we are gonna do some color mixing, and this makes an excellent sensory activity as well as art activity. So I'm gonna put some blobs of paint in this bag. I love using this activity for sensory time too. It's a great little squishy feeling without getting messy fingers. And we're gonna put just a little bit of red, and then,
put the red.
Let me go ahead and put this in here just because I don't want to put too much. All right.
Okay.
All right, so now, hold on. We're gonna zip this guy tight because we don't wanna have a disaster. Here, we'll move our growing rainbow over just a little bit. We'll come back to that. All right, Mr. Jack, let's make sure we can see it on the camera. All right, so talk to us. What are you doing here? So right now we have how many colors?
3.
Okay, so what could you do with these 3 colors without adding? I'm not gonna put any more paint in there. So can you make other colors without me adding any paint?
Yes.
Let me see. All right, so what are you doing right now?
I'm mixing the colors.
All right, so what 2 colors are you working with right now?
Yellow and red.
And what is that gonna produce?
Orange.
Interesting. So you're telling me if we squish it, oh, that's nice. Look, we can get all the satisfaction of squishing without any of the mess. That's kind of cool, right? All right. Oh, I see it. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so what else can you make besides orange? So you got that one done. Now what can you do?
You can mix yellow and blue and make green.
Let me see. Oh, nice. We put this piece of white paper in our baggie just to help us have a better background, but it's kind of cool when you get done, you could take it out and let it dry. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. And depending on how much of each color, it makes different colors. Now, okay, what's the last color that we could make right now?
You could mix blue and red together, and that would make purple.
Oh my goodness, so that's gonna take some effort. You wanna try to shimmy some red down to meet the blue, or vice versa? Maybe we can meet them in the middle. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Ooh, nice. All right. Oh, squish here. I'll help move it. Oh, there we go. Oh, beautiful. Very nice.
I see some purple.
Perfect. All right. Mess-free finger painting. You get all of the beauty and none of the mess. It's pretty awesome. So check that out. All right. I'm gonna practice some really fun things with this. Not only can you do some science, but you could do some letters, do some practice with your alphabet. You could do some writing, right? You could spell your name. Awesome.
Numbers,
very good. We could do math facts. So this is a pretty fun project that could have lots and lots and lots of purposes. Mm-hmm. Let's check in on our rainbow, Jack. Oh my goodness, look at that, look at that.
It's already almost all the way up.
All right, let's show the camera. Look at that. We really are growing a rainbow. We'll have to see what happens at the end.
I put the colors in the perfect spots to make it all even.
I think you might. I think it's a pretty beautiful rainbow. Mm-hmm. All right, we have one more activity today with color, and actually we just did adding colors. Now we're gonna do some color subtracting. So I have another filter. We used paper towel earlier. This is actually a coffee filter, my favorite coffee. Now coffee filters are really awesome because they make coffee in the morning. But what happens with a filter is it lets some particles come through, so like the water, but it doesn't let all those gritty, grainy coffee pieces come through. We're gonna take advantage of filtering today, and we're gonna use it to separate out some colors. So what color is this, Jackson?
Black.
Black, okay. So we have black, and when you think of black, what colors come to mind? I mean, do you think of color when you think of black? What does that make you think of?
That makes me think of black and white TVs.
Okay, so no color, right? The absence of color. I think you're gonna be surprised with this activity. Okay, so what we need to do is you are going to draw a circle near the center of the filter, but we want to, just like with our paper towel, we want to leave the very middle of the filter open, okay? Can you do that, please? And you do that, and I'm gonna go retrieve something. Excellent job. Again, just like the last time, we want the more color the better. Here, I'll hold it down, it's kind of hard. All right, again, we're gonna add just a little bit more. Make sure we get lots of good ink to work with here. Okay, now we are going to do kind of similar to our rainbow. We have some water, just a really small amount, maybe not even a ½ inch. We're gonna take our filter and we're gonna fold it into a cone because we need it to fit. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take that center piece that's still white, doesn't have any marker. We're gonna dip it in there and we're gonna let it sit. And we're gonna let the water move through that coffee filter, okay? Now, just like with paper towel, pretty quickly you should see the water starting to come up into the filter. What do you think? Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that's gonna take a little bit of time to move because it's gotta go from the very center all the way out to the ends, but I have one that I started earlier. Do you wanna see what it looks like?
Yeah.
All right, so here, hold on please. Here is a filter that I made earlier. Now, look at this, Jack. What colors do you see? Like, this is a black marker.
I see red, black, and green.
And some green.
And
so
white.
this is just the exact same marker. I used the exact same marker you just did. So what does that tell you about the color dyes that are in the marker? Is it just black? Is it colorless? No. Black, when we are looking at black is actually a lot of colors, isn't it? Now, that is how markers are made. Now, think about this. When we talk about color and how we see it with our eye, it's actually kind of the opposite. When we see things, we are seeing the reflection of light. So if something is orange, it looks orange because it's reflecting orange light. Do you know why something is black?
Why?
Because it's not reflecting anything. Pretty cool, right? All right, let's take one more check-in on our rainbow. We're still growing. It's growing strong, isn't it?
It's already up to here.
That's pretty cool. Do you think if we let it sit, it would keep going?
Yes.
I think so. All right, everybody have a lot of fun with these color experiments. Let us know what you find out, and we'll see you again next time. Say bye, Jack.
Bye.
Good job. Is our dog outside?
No, I know.
Dad, you're still recording.
Yep.
He likes to get B-roll.
It's already growing some red.
Isn't that cool?
We need to add more water. The water's all gone.
No, it's not. It's over there.
Oh. Grow. Do you think if we leave it overnight, it will grow all the way?
I don't know.
If we put enough water, at least.
You can try it. Do you want? Oh, I got